Now, don't tell the other districts, but this is one of my favorite districts. District 12 in Toa Payoh. 1 kilometer to 5 good schools. 5 minutes walk to Braddell MRT. High floor above level 25. Sizable 2-bedder with the potential to cover an additional study. Asking at just $2 million? Let me bring you to Trevista. Now, Trevista is actually located along Lorong 3 Toa Payoh. This project itself is a 99-year leasehold project that started in 2008. That leaves you a very good balance lease of about 82 years. So even if you want to hold for a longer term period, let's say even about 10 years, that's still okay for your next potential buyer to come in. There are a total of 590 units within Trevista that spread across 3 towers that goes up to level 39. So in terms of the unit mix, we have 1-bedder all the way to 4+ study. Now, if we were to zoom in specifically to the 2-bedder layout, we have approximately 136 units in total that ranges from 800 plus to 1,200 odd square feet. Now, for our 2-bedder here today, it's actually sized at 926 square feet, so it's a very comfortable size. And later on, I'll share more on the potential of carving out an additional study area right here. Now, for our block right here at block 21, level 1 to level 19 actually has 6 units per level. But for our level, which is above level 20, you only have 5 units per level. So in terms of the privacy, it can definitely be ensured. Now, the reason why I say that this district is one of my favorite districts is because of the location. Now, in terms of the public transport, within 5 minutes walk, you can reach Braddell MRT very easily, and you can take the north-south line towards the Orchard area. Or just 1 stop away, you will reach Bishan MRT, where you can easily transit to the Circle Line. There are bus stops along Lorong 2 Toa Payoh, which can also bring you to Tampines North, Toa Payoh, and the Whampoa area. Now, for drivers, you have easy access towards CTE and PIE as well. In terms of the malls and your markets around here, right across the road at the 120 odd series HDB, you can find multiple coffee shops and minimarts. Otherwise, to your right, you also have Jackson Square. Other F&B options also include Toa Payoh Palm Spring Market, Toa Payoh West Market and Food Centre, your Toa Payoh Hub, as well as Bishan Junction 8, just to name a few. And now, schools. Within 1 kilometer, there are 5 good schools. CHIJ Toa Payoh Primary, First Toa Payoh Primary School, Keng Cheng School, Marymount Convent, as well as Patron Public School. Now, in terms of other amenities, the Toa Payoh Integrated Development, which is estimated to be completed in 2030, is going to bring about a lot more community spirit, because that is where you can find your stadium, indoor hall, aquatic centre, polyclinic, library, and other community facilities. Now, this development is just one of the many future developments in this area. Now, let me bring you outside to the balcony as I share with you the 3 other transformations that is upcoming. Right behind me, you can see that you have a plot of land right there. Now, Caldecott MRT is just right there. In front of Caldecott MRT, if you were to look at the URA master plan, it has been zoned pink color. So what does that mean? So essentially, it's going to be residential with first floor commercial. And the plot ratio over there is actually at 4.7, which means it's definitely going to be able to build up to above level 36. Once that development is out and ready, it's going to bring about a lot more convenience to the residential around this area as well. Now, in fact, right, if you were to look further down towards the left-hand side, there's actually your CHIJ Toa Payoh, as well as the current St. Joseph Institution International. But if you were to refer to your URA master plan as well, that plot of land has also been zoned residential already. So you can see there's actually a lot of upcoming plots right here. And secondly is the Mount Pleasant transformation, which is also within close proximity to us. Now, the Mount Pleasant transformation is going to introduce 6,000 new HDBs over there. And in fact, the BTO is already launched in October this year. And right next to Mount Pleasant, you also have a huge plot of land, which is our 3rd transformation that we're going to talk about, which is the Bukit Brown transformation. So over there, it also has been zoned residential but subjected to detailed planning. And what all this means for you is that with all this injection of residential coming into this vicinity, it's going to bring about a lot more potential for price growth, because right now at the current moment within Toa Payoh area, you only have 5 private projects, which includes Trellis Towers, which is a freehold project. You have your Oleander Towers, but it's a slightly older project with a balance of about 69 years. We have Gem Residences, which is nearby to us, and of course Trevista itself. And last but not least is a new launch at Ori. Now, speaking of Ori, the 2-bedders there is about 600 odd square feet, and the latest transacted pricing is already around 3,000 odd PSF. Of course, for the Ori, it's a post-harmonized project, which means that the AC latch is not counted as part of the square footage. Now, with our 2-bed 2-bath right here at Trevista, asking at $2 million at 926 square feet. Our PSF is approximately 2001. But of course, if we were to account of about a 5% disparity to a post-harmonization kind of like square footage layout, we less off from our 926 square feet, it will bring us to about 880 square feet. So even at 880 square feet, using the same asking price of $2 million, our PSF is only at about 2,200 odd, which is still a huge disparity towards the new launch pricing at about 3,000 PSF. If we were to think about it, in 3 to 4 years time, the buyers who have entered in today's market at about 3,000, they will potentially want to sell at least about 200 to 300 PSF more. So that would bring the pricing of the PSF in 3 to 4 years time, it will bring the pricing to about 3,200 to 3,300, which still poses a very large disparity when you enter into our unit today at about 2,200 odd. So right now we are at our balcony area, so you can see that beside this amazing view that you can experience, I think this is actually a very good spot to place your dining table. Current owners have already installed invisible grill. Where we are facing actually has some western exposure. But in today's market, there's a lot of things that you could do to help minimize the heat. So for instance, if let's say we can get the MCSC approval, you could definitely install your zip track. You can see that this is our very spacious landscape layout living area. So at the current moment, this is where our TV feature wall is at. You can see that you have additional storage right over here. So what you can potentially consider doing is to flip this around, whereby we put your TV feature wall towards this side instead, and then you have this space right here to carve out an additional study area. And well, because of the size, you could even consider using it as like a small common bedroom as well. Now, another configuration that you can consider is that if let's say you really like this kind of like landscape layout, which usually you'll only see in those luxury 4-bedder units, then what you could consider doing is to actually put in your additional dining table right here. So first, you can remove this carpentry and you will definitely have enough space for your dining table. Otherwise, if you like this kind of layout and the current design, you could definitely keep this, because I think that in terms of your storage needs, it's not something that you need to worry about. So right from the main door, you have a little foyer area over here. So definitely a lot of privacy. It doesn't open straight up into your living area. And of course, you have your DB box area over here. The good thing about this is that our 2-bedder have your kitchen tucked at this corner, which means if you're someone who enjoy cooking a lot and you do a lot of wok hei kind of cooking, you might want to consider adding in some glass panel over here so that you can actually close it up when you do your heavy cooking. Because the good thing is you have your ventilation window right here so that the fumes doesn't go into your living area. So where I am standing right here, you can see you have a little U-shaped kind of kitchen countertop. You have your sink over here, top hung cabinetry, you have your built-in induction cooker, oven, as well as your food. And this space right here is perfect for your appliances. And I really like that with this ventilation window over here, it allows more brightness into the entire unit. And also right behind me is your built-in fridge. This little corner here is a little yard area, so you could do like a stack up if you wish. Now, a lot of times in today's market, you'll see that the 2-bedders doesn't come with enough storage space. But for our unit right here at Trevista, it has its own household shelter within the unit too. So that could definitely become your additional storage area. Now, Trevista itself is a full condo facilities kind of project. So you have your lap pool, you have a children's pool, clubhouse with gym, as well as your tennis court. Now, just to touch a little bit more about the pricing within Trevista, without considering the ground floor larger PES 2-bedder layouts, there are a few other 2-bedder layouts available within Trevista itself. Firstly, we have the 861 square feet layout. At the point of filming, there's one listing available for sale, asking at $1.75 million. There's also the 893 square feet layout. At the point of filming, there's about 3 listings available for sale, asking at $1.75 to approximately $2 million. But for this layout type, you won't be able to fit in an extra study because of its portrait layout. And then there is the 915 square feet layout, asking at approximately $1.88 million. Similarly, it won't be able to allow an additional study area to be carved out. There is also the 1012 square feet layout. Of course, this is a 2-bed plus study layout. There is no listing available in the market at the point of filming, but for this layout, you will notice that there is no shared common bathroom because the 2 bathrooms within the unit are both en suite. So for this kind of layout, it may be more suitable for pure investment buyers. And then we have our unit right here standing at 926 square feet, asking at just $2 million. That brings your PSF to approximately 2,100 odd. I think it's a very good balance in terms of the size and the layout configuration, such that it's suitable for your own stay needs as well as for investment purposes. Over here, this little corner, we already done up additional carpentry, so that's good for your storage needs. So towards my right hand side, this is your bathroom area. Now the common bathroom is fully equipped with the necessary items, the fixtures, and of course it has a ventilation window to help to dispel out any moisture. Heading to the common bedroom, projects that TOP in this era usually have the bay window area. But what you could definitely do is to creatively use interior design to maximize your space. So right now you can see we have a queen size bed right here. Right here you have your built-in wardrobe space. You have 3 panels of wardrobe over here. And right across you also have some space for your TV feature wall. Now when you step in towards the right hand side, you have your master ensuite. You can see that it's really sizable, and I really like that it has 2 big panels of window, so it doesn't make it look very dark. It's actually really bright and very well ventilated. Towards the back, right here, this is our master. You can see that it is so huge. Now, currently fitted with a king-size bed. Of course, you have your little L-shaped bay window right here. Again, you could easily double up as additional storage. Or what I've seen before is that some owners actually do up a standing desk right here. So that will actually allow a lot of lighting into the unit while you're doing your work. And now the reason why you can enjoy this beautiful view is also because we are situated on a very high floor. Hence, you can enjoy the brightness, the privacy, and this amazing view. Beside the king-size bed, you could still fit in a little bedside table and even your TV feature wall right here, and over here, 2 large panels of wardrobe space. Definitely sufficient for you. Thank you for staying to the end of this home tour with me. So if you are in the market looking for a sizable 2-bedder unit in District 12, prime location that is situated within 5 minutes walk to Braddell MRT, 1 kilometers to 5 good schools, and with lots of upcoming transformation in the vicinity, asking at just $2 million, come and check out this 926 square feet 2-bedder right here at Trevista. If you're keen to arrange for a viewing, do contact our listing team. Our listing details are down below. Do also like and subscribe to Property Link Brothers YouTube channels. We are also on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Xiaohongshu, and Bilibili. My name is YanYan, Property Link Brothers, always happy to show you the place. Sizable 2-bedders with the 2-bedders. Okay, one more time. Now this is just one. You only have 5 private. Why am I my friend? 3,200 to 3,300. Right there.